So guys, after collecting money from the state government of Katsina State, guess what? These terror guys went ahead to buy about 20 young men in Katsina State. So guys, the North is really accommodating the atrocities of these terrorists. You can imagine every time they tell us they have a peace deal, they are giving them amnesty, they will release some of them that were arrested, release them to go free. In the name of peace deal, in the name of amnesty, guess what? These same terror guys stormed a community in Katsina State and they bought 20 persons. Now, I'm just going to allow you to take a look at how Arise TV crew has, deliberated on this headline. And that shows you the level of failure among our leaders in this country today. Tinubu is so silent, and so he has really displayed pure incompetence when it comes to fighting insecurity. One just keep wondering if Tinubu has been hypnotized. How come he cannot come out to even make a statement, even to warn the terrorists, even to send them warning signal, even to charge the security heads? Tinubu is silent. Tinubu is not felt. His presence is not felt in any form as the terrorists go on rampage in Nigeria. Now take your time. Watch this video and let me know your honest reaction as regards to what is currently happening. I mean, the situation, the insecurity ravaging Nigeria today. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification for more. Now take a look.
Now, from politics to security matters, we go to Katsina State, where another bloodbath has exposed the dangerous failure of the so-called peace deals with terrorists, as over 20 people were killed on Tuesday in Doma, a community that had signed peace agreements with the criminals. The terrorists reportedly attacked the community in Faskari local government area of the state for nearly 3 hours. The local government chairman, Bala Adu, confirmed the massacre left several injured and over 100 displaced, with homes and vehicles torched. The Katsina state government had planned to release 70 suspected terrorists just weeks ago to sustain peace accords before this deadly attack. Now, this is what happens when governments negotiate with terrorists instead of neutralizing them. You cannot bargain with barbarians. Every failed peace deal emboldens them further. The question is, how many more innocent Nigerians must die before the government of Katsina abandon this deadly charade and deploy overwhelming military force? Meanwhile, reactions have trailed the fresh charges against former Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, and his son, Abdulaziz, as they face terrorism-related charges before a federal high court in Abuja. The Department of State Services arraigned Malami and his son on Tuesday. The allegations are explosive. Nigeria's former chief law officer now stands accused of protecting terrorism financiers. The first count alleges Malami knowingly abetted terrorism financing by deliberately refusing to prosecute terrorism financiers whose case files were brought to his office. Counts 2 through 5 charge both father and son with unlawful possession of a firearm and cartridges found in their home in Kebbi. Now, both father and son pled not guilty and were remanded in DSS custody until February 20th. Now, if these allegations prove true, this represents one of the most serious betrayals of public trust in Nigeria's justice system. And I'll take a tweet on X before I come to you. The Hope wrote, the arraignment of former AG Abubakar Malami and his son for illegal firearms possession is a serious reminder that accountability applies even at the highest levels of power. Allegations involving weapons combined with previous accusations of terrorism financing highlight how privilege and influence can be misused in ways that endanger public safety. Cases like this test the integrity of institutions and underscore the importance of enforcing the law impartially regardless of status. I mean, I have, read both stories, one from Katsina and the deadly attack that occurred on Tuesday. 20 people were massacred. And now we are hearing that, the DSS has filed this lawsuit against our former chief law officer. And we've been talking about the idea of exposing these terrorism financiers and all of these. I mean, if these charges are true, really, really, worrying at this point. People have said it's political, but we are seeing this massacre continue to occur in the northern region, especially.
We've often said it that if we're going to deal decisively with terrorism, we must deal with those who are funding, who are behind this. We have heard stories around the fact that they come with sophisticated weapons, these bandits, these terrorists. They have cash in foreign currencies in some instances, and that there's some people who are backing them for various interests, including, personal interests based on the resources that are in that area. Now, one of the things that we've also talked about and condemned is this peace deal that some governments have used as a strategy, negotiation with terrorists. And we've said it, and the terrorism asset says Nigeria's policy or Nigeria's stance is that we do not negotiate with terrorists.
Absolutely.
And we have seen that it has failed again and again. And it's only in fact, they should be picked up. Sympathizers to terrorists who come out to make excuses for them or say, oh, this is the reason why somebody is taking on acts of criminality and killing scores of people in these numbers. So what we are asking the Nigerian government to do, hopefully the community members can see, because sometimes they are the ones who opt for these peace deals because they feel that the terrorists or the bandits can protect them more than the government. I hope they can see that it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
It has not succeeded.
Absolutely
it has
not.
failed in many
Complete
instances.
failure.
What we should insist on is that the government provides security, especially for people living in these rural areas. Kari local government was known as a hotbed until this, peace deal was until it was done away with. So we must be able to ensure that Nigerians, whether you live in urban areas, in the rural areas, have a sense of being Nigerian because their government provides security for their lives and property. We must continue to insist. We cannot negotiate with terrorists. Now, going on to Malami, I said this earlier, that this case is a very interesting one. Number one, because of the personalities involved, the fact that, like the last tweet had said, it's a betrayal of public trust, that the person who ought to have been the number one legal officer in the country is actually accused, allegedly, of abetting terrorist financiers. One of the things I would say is that media trial, yes, Dr. Batia touched on that. Let's be careful so that we don't, the matter is in court. But very importantly, is that if found guilty, may this be a precedent for any other person who is found guilty of this act, and then also that this administration would be serious about going after these financiers. Hopefully they still have the documents, they still have the names.
Yes.
So it's not just about pointing fingers to the past, but what do we do now in the future to ensure that we tackle this and we actually finally show a seriousness to tackling terrorism by going after the big guns, the ones who are actually behind financing
Well
it.
said, Ayo, and those 20 people and their families, a really sad situation. May their souls rest in peace. Meanwhile, American humanitarian aid worker Alex Barber, who has directly rebuilt 35 homes, boreholes, clinics, and churches in Yalwata, Benue State, following the deadly attacks by terrorists that claimed over 200 lives in June 2025, has accused Nigerian officials of stealing over 4 billion naira meant for survivors of the massacre. Alex Barber says that the funds donated for the victims' families never reached the families and that survivors are still suffering in camps without toilets, food, housing, or medical care. Speaking to the press, Barber warned that if Yalwata is attacked again, the Nigerian government will be held responsible.
If something happens in Yalwata after this rebuilding, the government is liable. The blood is on your hands. We've come in good faith, with good heart, to help the people, to rebuild where nobody is helping. But you are responsible to secure your own people. And there's security here now, but we can't see that they leave in 1 month or 2 months. I can't come back and see that Yalwata has been burned and killed again. If it happens, you are liable. It is your job to protect them. And so I challenge you, I beg you, do your job. Protect your own people. The U.S. government knows what has been done here. They know the attack. They know that I am here. They know that we have rebuilt Yalwata, and they support me. Congressman Riley Moore, he supports what we're doing. He knows. He has the geographical coordinates of Yalwata. And we are all monitoring what is happening here. So please, protect your people. Do not let anything happen to Yawara again.
Thank you.
Obabaya has been in Benue State, helping to rebuild communities. He bypassed government channels to rebuild directly because he says he doesn't trust giving, the government money. And he has been on ground to supervise these projects so far. I've seen the homes, I've seen what he's done so far. Really commendable.
Commendable, God bless you, Alex. But isn't it a shame to us as a country that it is Alex that is coming to rebuild the homes? Alex at least can get to Yewata. Did President Tinubu get there? Didn't they say because of the floods, he couldn't get there that day after we screamed for him to go to Benue? Oji, the next story, I'm going to give you quick comments, quicker like you've never seen before. My next comment. They said they are picking up Malami that he failed to prosecute terrorists.
Yes.
How many years is this government spent in power now?
2 years.
Eh?
2.5 years. 2 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
2023
Okay,
to this time.
In May.
May.
Yeah.
Why have they not prosecuted the terrorists? You can see we are not ready.
What terrorists? They've been persecuting terrorists.
The terrorist financiers. Why have they not prosecuted them? So it's easy to pick Malamina because he didn't prosecute them. But is government not a continuum? Yeah. Don't they have the dossier?
Yeah, absolutely.
So why have they not prosecuted the terrorist financiers?
Because that's what we've been calling.
Thirdly,
persecute the financiers.
Are you surprised that they killed people in the area where they did peace? But the question is, what's the difference between the politicians and the bandits?
In Katsina State. Well, all right.
We deceive ourselves too much in this country. When we are ready, we'll move on.
To politics. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's son, Sheyi Tinubu, has appointed entrepreneur and social media influencer Obi Kubana as the Southeast Regional Director of the City Boy Movement, a youth-focused political platform aligned with President Tinubu's renewed hope agenda. Sheyi Tinubu, who is the patron of the movement, presented the certificate of appointment to Obi Kubana in a video posted on Obi Kubana's official Instagram page on Tuesday, which elicited a flurry of reactions.
Bola, all your mandates, we shall stand. Bola, all your mandates, Bola, all your mandates. All your mandates, we shall stand.
On your mandate, we shall stand.
City boy.
On your mandate, we shall stand. On your mandate.
Bola, on your mandate.
All right.
Dr. Bati, on your mandate, we shall stand.
President,
well,
the story has gone viral, really. I mean, we know that the city...
Are we not part of a city boy movement too?
Who
okay.
Okay. You'll be going to meet them at the back, right? That's why you are casting yourself, Dr. Abati.
No.
Why did they give you ambassador?
Are you not city boy?
Why did they give you ambassador?
Are you not part of city boy?
All right, let me tell you what the city boy. Let me tell you what the city boy movement is. Let me tell you what the city boy movement is. The city boy movement was established in 2022 as a youth-driven support structure for President Tinubu's election campaign and has since evolved into a nationwide platform aimed at mobilizing young Nigerians around government policies. Obi Kubana's appointment signals a clear political strategy, leveraging celebrity influence to sell government policy to young Nigerians. This video has already garnered over 1 million views on Instagram. And I'll take some reactions. This is from Zoe, who wrote on X, Obi Kubana as regional director of an organization singing Tinubu praise songs is comedy. These celebrity endorsements and manufactured titles won't fix unemployment, inflation, or insecurity. Well, Chris wrote, business in Nigeria is 10% strategy and 90% survival. Kubana is playing the long game to protect his investments, but the Southeast isn't moved by titles. The streets remember the history books and the current reality. Let's see how this balance plays out. Well, another ex-user wrote, congratulations to him. He has the right to his political choice, and people should respect that. I have seen some not so nice comments online. Please, let's respect people's choices. It's one person, one vote. Make your own choice. And of course, you would understand why, this video has gone viral, especially from the people in the Southeast. I don't know if you wanted to make a comment. Yeah, quickly.
I mean, so what do you expect? Obi Kubana is a businessman. Business interest comes first. He has a right to his political affiliation. But let's say it's pump and plain. A lot of Nigerians are not standing on the mandate. They are standing on the mandate of poverty and hunger and deprivation. They are standing on the mandate of a casino economy that is not growing. Economy that promised too much but is not giving the people anything. You see, just this morning we're talking about how they're saying they want to build a 1 trillion economy, but with 5,000 megawatts of electricity, we can't even do 10,000 megawatts successfully. I want to build a 1 trillion economy. So the other 1 trillion economies, they did it on 5,000 megawatts, right? So you see, that's the joke we have become. And if anybody doesn't see through this joke, then the delusion is on them. I mean, we can, in a mockery tone, sing on your mandate we shall stand. But a lot of Nigerians are not finding it funny. And that's why when we saw the video of Oshomole in the plane, at the same time was saying food is cheap. People see the big disconnect. Dr. Bati, you said whose money is missing? Yes, but he's a senator. He's a senator of the Federal Republic. We, taxpayers' money, pay his salaries. So he's accountable to us. You can say money is not missing, but we've also seen how ridiculous these senators do with constituency projects. So he's a serving senator. If Oshomole was not a serving senator, he had no position in government, I would not have qualms with him.
All right, I want us to deal with the matter on the table, which is the Sheyi Tinubu endorsing...
No. It's Obi Kubana has his own interests.
All right.
Obi Kubana will play his own politics. You can't fault him for playing his own politics.
Fine.
But for me, the politics I will play is the politics of the suffering people of Nigeria.
Fantastic.
That's why I said Obi Kubana can sing there standing on his mandate. Life is good for him. He had a gorgeous 50th birthday. How many people can have that lovely 50th birthday like Obi Kubana had? But a lot of Nigerians are not having it easy for them. So he can stand on the mandate, but Nigerians are suffering.
All right.
And their lives are not any better.
Well, more on with the most talked about video on social media in Nigeria. It's a video which appears to show Edo North Senator Adams Oshomole massaging a woman's feet aboard a private jet. The video, which has since gone viral on social media, has sparked massive debate online, while some users initially claimed that the woman in the video was his wife, Lara Fortes. Investigations further revealed that the woman is a South African lifestyle influencer, an adult content creator who describes herself on Instagram as a professional sugar baby. Oshomole, however, has now dismissed the video, insisting that it is AI generated. This is a poorly crafted AI generated video. Dr. Baby AI. Whether real or AI, this video raises questions. If it is fake, who created it and why? Now, if it is real, what's a serving Nigerian senator doing massaging a self-described sugar baby on a private jet while ordinary Nigerians struggle? And those are some of the reactions that we have seen online. I don't know if you have seen the disclaimer from Adams Oshomole's media team. They said that this video is AI generated.
Okay, we are in the age of AI. Yeah. We discussed that this morning. Technology is dominating our lives. Before now, if anything is represented in the media, the editor will be blamed, the reporter will be blamed. Oh, we were misquoted. But AI generates images, it provides pictures. So we now hear AI is everything, we blame AI. So that needs to be investigated. This AI cannot begin to operate like a witchcraft of the 21st century. There must be source, there must be attribution, and it's for the investigating agencies to try to educate us more in terms of these disclaimers that come from AI. However, I will speak in defense of Senator Adams Oshomole, just in case it is the truth. And, media managers are trying to manage things. Senator Adams Oshomole is 73 years old. Now, we know him as a labor leader. Yes. We know him as a political leader. Yes. Two-time governor. Yes. Chairman of a political party. Yes. We know him also as a community leader. Yes. Where he comes from, a distinguished senator of the Federal Republic. Yes. Now, if this is true, he has just added another credential to his portfolio, that of a master masseur. A master masseur. Because he was doing a good... Why are you people laughing? Let me complete my thoughts. He was doing a good job there of massaging a young lady's foot. A very beautiful woman who says she's an adult content creator, and that broke men should not come near her.
Oh, you went to her page?
I went to her page because she also posted pictures. I don't know whether our own pictures are also AI generated.
Did you see this video?
And this is I saw everything on her page.
Okay.
And this is a tribute to the fact that Senator Adams Oshiomhole, in case the story is true, you know, that he's still a virile man.
Yes.
At 73.
He exercises, he works out. He's very
at
fit
a time when many young men belong to Tyler's category. Tyler, that lady that won Grammy Award. What's the title of her song? Push to Start.
Push to Start.
You know, most young men are in the push to start category.
24-year-old.
This is a man that is a good advertisement for masculine power. So all those people, please, as they say in Yoruba, let our distinguished senator enjoy the life of his head.
Is it life of his head?
He should enjoy the life of his head. And that should be an inspiration to other young men. The private jet, nobody has said their money is missing.
Okay.
So at 73, a man is entitled to enjoy his life.
Whether he's married or not.
No. There has been no report. There has been no report of cocodry. We are not running.
Okay, so wait, a married man can massage.
This is not a moral police station. No, all the moral policemen and police women. You know, you just mind their own business.
Okay.
Distinguished senator, please continue to enjoy the life of your head.
Very quickly, Dr. Bati, you are the one that keeps talking about restoration of values and morals back to the family society in Nigeria. That if we're going to build a nation cannot be built without values. And that is the crux of this video. Yes, it's good to say, oh, he's this and that, but young people are watching. This is a senator, a distinguished senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You can do things in private that you want to do, but the truth is that
it was the lady that posted the video,
whether the lady
not the senator.
Whether the lady or the man, the truth is that at the end of the day, young people are watching. There are certain things, you know, the Bible enjoins us. All things are lawful, not all things are expedient. Let me use that in this instance. All things will not be wrong to do, but it's not all things that are wise to do. And so in this regard, even though he's enjoying the life of his head, the messaging is off. The optics look wrong, and it does not justify the distinguished before he sent it.
All right, he says they are planning to blackmail the people's comrade.
They should not blackmail my people's comrade.
They can't blackmail.
Dr. Abati, you made good points. Very good point. I know, understand the moral. But you see, if the video is true and not AI, as he was rubbing the leg, what was coming to my mind was food is cheap. Food is cheap. Food is now cheap in Nigeria. Food is cheap.
We don't know the food he was talking about.
Well, all right. Okay, well, all right.
That
well,
food,
all right.
but this food is expensive food, though.
All right.
It's not my level.
I think we have
it can never be my level.
No, this one looks like a food is ready.
Okay.
Food is ready.
I think we have dealt with the topic.
But Oji, I was just hearing food is cheap because, you see, you are a private jet.
Yes.
You are massaging leg.
Yes.
You had the effrontery to come out and say food is getting very cheap in Nigeria. That's part of the cheap food.
All right.
The private jet too is cheap. So as he was rubbing like, say food is cheap. Doctor, but you said you went to the guest web. I said it's not for broke men. It's not for our level now.
Right.
It's for high level like Baba.
No, I'm a journalist.
It's cheap.
My job is akroko. That's what I do on a daily basis.
Senator Oshiomhole, fast, Dr. Abati.
Senator Oshiomhole, food is cheap.
Right.
You see, Nigerians, you are seeing the food is cheap in private jet, rubbing the leg of South African mama. Food is cheap.
Well, all right, Dr.
Food is ready.
Dr. Abati, you went there early because apparently this woman has taken down her
She
Instagram.
removed some aspects.
So you went quickly and you saw it. But I couldn't even access her TikTok page.
She's taking it down. She's taking it down. That's a strong possibility that it might not be.
Well, all right. We have dealt with the story. Dr. Abati has said, comrade, enjoy the life of your head.
Well, all
right.
That's not a crime.
Well, all right. It's Nigeria, I guess. Now, politics. A fresh war of words has erupted within the People's Democratic Party as FCT Minister Nyesom Wike and Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde exchange barely veiled attacks over the control of the party's direction, Wike declared on Monday during the PDP's National Executive Committee meeting that he is monitoring developments in the Oyo State chapter of the party in order to see it thrive and succeed. Let's take a look.
Go back to your state. Particularly in Oyo, I'm interested. So, if Mr. Chairman, let me declare my interest. I'm interested in I'm interested. No more. Are you? I'm God bless. Thank you.
Wike is 001 in Rivers, 001 Oyo State. Well, Governor Makinde, on the other hand, appeared to respond directly to Wike during the unveiling of the Oyo State PDP Secretariat in Ibadan on Tuesday. Makinde declared that individuals he described as vagabonds have been removed from the party, emphasizing that the PDP has opened a new chapter because it has gotten rid of people who cause chaos and vagabondry within the party. Let's take a look.
In Yoruba land, we always say that if you see a house or a compound that is peaceful, the vagabond in that house has not grown up. The vagabond in PDP, they grew up in 2015, they had their time, and 10 years, a decade, they practice their vagabondsy in the PDP, but they have been expelled in November 2025. So no more vagabond in PDP.
No more vagabonds in the PDP. Dr. Bati, over to you. Cocktail of political stories.
Okay, I know that Minister Nyesom Wike is competent enough to respond to Governor Makinde.
Yes.
But the word vagabond means a wanderer, somebody who is wandering from one place to the other. The only caveat that I will give is that wandering is not an offense in Nigeria. If you like, you can wander anywhere. There is freedom of movement under our constitution. But Minister Wike, who has now been titled the landlord of both Abuja and Rivers State, you know, if he likes, he can wander. After all, he's the landlord, so proclaimed by the president of the country himself. But the matter between the two of them, they can just deal with it. However, to the issue of celebrity endorsement, because that's the theoretical framework for Obi Kubana and the City Boy movement. The City Boy movement is not new. It was established in 2022 as a youth platform, and you have already given an apt description. Now, under that banner, you know, you can mobilize a lot of people. After all, there is a man called Rarara, who even has a special song for the president. In Nollywood, do you know that many groups are beginning to emerge now? Yes. Tinubu for second time. Renewal of Nigeria for 2027. You will find more of such groups. So celebrity endorsement is part of the process. In fact, do not be surprised. Newspapers too can endorse individuals. You will find journalists, columnists, people with microphones also endorsing people. It is legitimate. You can do it. You have newspapers writing editorials. You have media owners saying this is where we stand as a policy. There's no problem. People have the right to make a choice.
All right.
However, where the problem is the fact that ahead of the 2027 election, without the INEC saying campaign has started, people are already campaigning.
Yes.
But one of the reasons why we're talking for electoral reform, Electoral Act Amendment Bill, and the need for urgency is because there is another defect in that Electoral Act 2022. Sections 94 and 95, thereof, go and check, Electoral 2022. It says that if you campaign through process, it is not an offense. It's not considered an offense. Yeah. Even now that the National Assembly says we will give penalties. So people are already campaigning. They are exploiting that lacuna, that loophole in the law. So it's a problem because election has not been declared, a process has not been announced, and people are campaigning. So what people like Obi Kubana and others in Nollywood and are doing is that, you know, they are diplomatically campaigning, but they have not committed any offense under the laws of Nigeria. In fact, if the media likes to, the media too can say, we have taken a position. And this is the president we want.
That's how
our request is that the opposition should be allowed to flower.
The opposition should be allowed to flower, and anyone can choose whatever party that they wish. Well, now let's head over to Edo State, where controversy has erupted after a video showing a shrine belonging to an idol worshipper being set ablaze generated mixed reactions on social media. Well, in the video from Auchi Esako West local government area, a man could be heard boldly stating that the idols have no place in Auchi and that it is Allah alone that they will worship. Let's take a look.
The Auchi community, they've taken their stand against idol worshipping. There is no more idol worshipping in Auchi community, and they are taking action against it. They did not just condemn it, but they destroyed it. And inshallah, idol worshipping will not have a stand in this community. We are for Allah, the Lord of mankind, and only Allah alone we ask for help, and Allah alone we worship.
Well, in a subsequent video, a young man alleged that the king of Auchi Kingdom, Alhaji Momo, sent his candidate to destroy the shrine. Let's take a look.
Good morning, my people. Good morning. This is how the king of Auchi Kingdom sent his candidate to come and destroy our ancestors, the house of our fair woman. Now they see everywhere is set on fire. The Auchi Kingdom king sent people to come and destroy the house of our beautiful woman.
They say the shrine belongs to Orele River water goddess. I mean, we know that the Nigerian constitution allows for freedom of religion. Your thoughts, really quick.
Yes, it's section 38 of the 1999 constitution. Freedom of thought, conscience and belief. And what it means is that as a Nigerian, you can worship whatever you like. Whether you are a Christian or you are a Muslim or you are an animist. If you like, an elegant word would be traditional religion worshipper. So the Constitution protects you. You can believe in whatever you want to believe in. Section 10 of the same Constitution says there shall be no state religion in the Federation or any part of it thereof. Now, what it also means is that the traditional ruler of Auchi, whom they are quoting, Otaru, the Otaru of Auchi, he has no powers to say this is an Islamic community, nobody can worship any other thing here. So if it is true that the traditional monarch of Auchi is the one who asked these people to go and destroy a shrine, they are guilty of a violation of the Constitution and also guilty of arson. Aiding and abetting arson and conspiracy. And the question is, who is going to rebuild that shrine?
That's the question.
For the people. Because we hear when mosques are destroyed, when churches are destroyed, there's an attempt to rebuild. The state government should look into it. They should go and rebuild that shrine. Anybody wants to worship anything, the Constitution says you can.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now we're here to hear from the monarch himself. We hope that we hear some sort of response. Now under a milestone. Today, we remember the life and career of multiple award-winning American gospel music legend, Ron Kenoly, whose death was announced by his music director on Tuesday. Kenoly was born in 1944 in Kansas and was largely credited with popularizing the American evangelical movement and gospel music in the 90s. His early introduction to music came from singing in a Baptist children's choir. But after school, he joined the United States Air Force, where he joined a band called the Mellow Fellows that will tour military bases and perform around the United States. By 1985, he began full-time ministry as a minister of music at the Jubilee Christian Center in California, and later released his first gospel album called Jesus is Alive in 1991. His first major success came 1 year later when Lift Him Up became the fastest-selling worship album to date. Oh, ancient of days,
every tongue in heaven and earth
shall declare your glory. Every knee shall bow at your throne and worship.
We are going
be
on.
exalted, O God.
Lift him up.
And your kingdom shall not pass away.
I hear somebody say hallelujah.
Hallelujah. What a career legacy. May his soul rest in perfect peace. On that note, I'd love to thank you all.
Green-lighted American airstrikes in the country that targeted Islamic militants. Now, the deployment of the American troops came as daredevil bandits reportedly killed more than 25 people in the Faskari local council area of Katsina State. And it goes on. It says, now, though the details of the attack are sketchy at the time of the reports, this paper, The Guardian, learns that the bandits stormed the community in their numbers and shot sporadically to scare residents. Well, this incident is coming on the heels of peace deals entered into by over a dozen council areas and repentant bandits, with Faskari being among those that had also entered into the deal. Well, General Anderson, speaking during a virtual news conference from AFRICOM headquarters in Stuttgart, said he and Tinubu concurred that both countries needed to coordinate their efforts in West Africa. He added, and he's been quoted as saying, that that has led to increased collaboration between our nations to include a small U.S. team that brings some unique capabilities from the U.S. to augment what Nigeria has been doing for years.
It's really scary that at this time, they only reported the one in Katsina. I think there was another attack that claimed about 20 people. So in all, we are looking at 50 casualties in just one day. And unfortunately, we have resigned to fate to the point that we feel that, well, it's just number. Those days when we were growing up, when Afghanistan, Iran was boiling, if they say 10 people were killed, it comes to your brain that how can 10 people be killed just once? But today, if you hear 200 people killed at once, 50 people killed at once, you just confine it to figures and put it in your data, you know. And it's really baffling, and it's really so sad. But the point is, whatever it is, from what we have read now, it appears these are people that are just bunch of criminals, and they should be treated as criminals. One, there shouldn't be any negotiation with these people. Two, amnesty for them should not be contemplated. They are out to instill terror and against defenseless civilians. They should be taken out at all costs. And if the US government is coming in, it's a welcome development. Whatever anybody says, I don't think I will care, because this is life. We're talking about human lives that cannot be replaced. Once it is gone, you can't replace them. If you do your arithmetic, even in January alone and up to today, you'll be talking about 1,000 people that have been killed all over the country. Not mentioning the ones that died in the kidnappers' den that are never reported. Only last night I saw a woman holding words of note, begging people, sharing our account details just to pay ransom to rescue our son. I mean, how long can we continue like this? We just have to do something. And if anybody from outside the country, wherever, is coming to support us, to help us, I think I welcome them.
Boots on the ground, Chukwuma.
Yes, boots on the ground. I was very attentive. I paid attention, very closely when you were reading the report, the writers and the report, and I picked quite a few things. One, I would like for the US to amend their stance, in as much as we admit, I personally admit that there is Christian genocide in Nigeria. I wouldn't like when America says they are coming to protect Christians, stop Christians from being killed. Nigerians are killed. Muslims are also killed. So I want for them to expand, their governing mission when they are coming to Nigeria. Protect every Nigerian, both Christians and people of other faiths. Now that said, I picked out another thing too, and the General Anderson that said where there are light footprints, coming in from Africom. Africom is situated in Stuttgart, Germany, so they are operating from there because one, Nigeria didn't give them space. When they told Yar'Adua said, Yar'Adua wanted to bet Nigeria and said, no, don't give them space for Africom. So they had to go to Egypt, refused, they got to Stuttgart. Now, that said, General Anderson said, well, that the president agreed when they met in Rome. Nigerians were never told that the president went to Rome. We said he was going to Europe, an unknown destination. That is to tell you that our president is working. Our president is working. I mean, he went to Rome to engage Africom. He had a word with General Garrison, and he said, well, it's important that you bring light footprints in Nigeria to help us solve this problem. So when sometimes the president travels, people should not just think that the man is taking a holiday or what. I mean, he went to Europe. We didn't even know that he went.
No, I disagree with you.
But that's my opinion. Let me finish.
No, I won't let you finish.
No, you let me finish. You let me finish because
I disagree with you because if the president is doing this on behalf of Nigerians should be aware.
No, you are aware.
On vacation. There's a problem.
No, on vacation. He was on vacation. Not even a working vacation. It was his Christmas vacation.
No, he was in Rome. That was where the picture came out with him and Paul Biya. The
Rwanda. Kagame said I never went to Rome.
That was when he was in Rome.
Oh, Kagame said I never went.
Yeah, but that was when the president was
no,
in Rome.
It wasn't in Rome. It was in Paris.
Okay.
It was in Paris. So
picture.
Yes, the breakfast picture.
Kagame said. Now.
No, there was no meeting there in Paris. The president never went. He was in Rome. So
isn't it concerning? Isn't it concerning that the president will have such a meeting that will authorize America to, security meeting, yeah.
Okay, so intelligence.
And then Nigerians are not aware.
Nigerians are aware now. Nigerians are aware. I mean, there are so many meetings that Trump, conducts on behalf of the American people, that American don't necessarily know. If it's, shrouded by intelligence, when they need to be classified and all of that. What I'm trying to say is that the president is working. But now, that said, I have a problem, with this light footprint. Why I have a problem with it is that in places where America has had footprints, it never ends well. That is just my concern now, because it's going to get into some kind of guerrilla warfare between them and the bandits, the terrorists. So what level of footprints are we going to see? Is it going to be limited to intelligence, where the Nigerian military have to be the ones, to get into the field and all of that? We might have Americans here on ground providing intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance, and all of that. I don't have a problem with that. But when they get into battlefield, it becomes a problem, because it will get to a point where even the victims themselves will turn against the people that came to rescue them. We have seen it happen in several places. That is just the area where I have concerns.
All right. Barrister Darlington.
My take is that we have not been doing enough in this insecurity matter. Seriously. If we have done the needful ab initio, we will not be where we are today. People were, seeing this thing from a, different perspective, religious, ethnic, tribal. I said there was a time when I go to some TV station, I was not allowed to even mention Fulani herdsmen or Buhari during those days. And that was when this thing was festering. they did not allow anybody to call out those people who were behind it until they became very bold. You know, when you know that people are afraid of you, you tend to act with impunity. You tend to act with boldness. The people we are afraid of, you know, and within that period under Buhari, they became something else. And today, look at where we are. It's even worse now, because up to today, I don't know why President Tinubu cannot call out these people. He needs to make a very categorical statement. Frown at what is going on. I mean, frown at it. Frown at it. Because when IPOB was disturbing the society, he said something. Everybody had it. He mentioned names. So why is it that he's just with what is going on? Even there was a time the Northern elite called him to come and impose state of emergency there. He refused. He didn't bother. So what is he trying to avoid? He can't talk about what is going on here. America had to be telling us what they discussed with our president. Is he not going to come and tell us these things? So how long will he continue to be afraid of this?
The president has been condemning the killings of Nigerians. So what
I said, call out the name. Somebody is doing the killing. Look, when he went to Benue, even without the evidence, he couldn't mention. It was the tortive that told him, this is not a Fulani, this is not a farmer header clash. The man had to educate and tutor him on what is going on. You mean he doesn't know?
At that point, what did you expect the president?
He should have give a time warning that this thing must stop.
But he did. He did.
I said, call out the name. If you are the one stealing, tomorrow you go to this place and see. The other way, people are reporting. They say this man. Won't somebody come to your parents and say, want this your son to stop stealing our goods or taking our things? Okay. By the time they know that you have been called out, won't you think twice before you go for another mission?
Barrister, when the president went to Benue, the first question he asked was, the perpetrators of this crime, have they been arrested?
Who are those people? Who are those people? Mr. Okoro, who are the people? Up to today.
Barrister, you tell us now. If you have the information.
I don't like the way you are doing this. Please don't tell me. He knows the president. He knows all the security details.
He said that.
Look at what he said. This is what I don't like to hear. Please, after you said they are interjecting on you. Why are you saying this now? A whole president doesn't know the security situation in
Are you aware that 9 of the people that committed
I said call them out. Who are those people?
What do you mean?
Who are those people? Who are those people? Who are those people? They don't have a name, Abi. They don't have a name. Mr. Okoro, they don't have a name. I don't like the way they are doing this thing. I don't like it personally. I said call them out. Call them out. Call the people doing it. Call them out. Because that's why you call other people out. That's what I'm saying here. Call them out. Tell their leader to run in your children. They are the one behind all these things. And what is wrong with that? No, call them out. But you saw coup plotters now. They brought out their name. They read out their name. We don't know where they came from. Is that not something to do? Why you are this one? Nobody want to talk about them. Nobody want to discuss about them. Nobody, and with that they are becoming very bold. Every time you be talking as if somebody doesn't know what you're saying. I don't like you are not helping the president. We are here to help him to do the right thing. The people disturbing us, call them out.
So when you call them out, you call their names.
Yes, you shame them. Yes, so when you call them and shame them.
For instance, I say, there is a Darlington Agomo disturbing us, and then everybody goes.
Won't I think twice? If you continue to call out my name, Mr. Moses, won't I think twice before I will now go and do any other thing? Tell me, is it not calling out and shaming them? That's what I'm saying here.
You see, for us here, we can only advise government. We can't impose ourselves on government. And apart from that, Toji Bello, his name has been mentioned more than 1 million times. He's still perpetrating his act.
So,
and some of them out there that we have mentioned their names in the media, they are still perpetrating those acts. But the important thing is that government should be sure-footed in making sure that these people are reined in. You see, for me, it's a delicate war to fight, unlike the conventional war. Because the thing is turning to something else. It's taking a new shape. Before now, the likes of Gumi will go to their den, have discussions with them, for the optics and all that. But where are they now? Where do you locate them? They have become nomadic. Today they strike in Benue, tomorrow they strike in Plateau, another day they strike in Katsina. So how do you now locate them? So we should just encourage those who want to assist to continue to assist, and let the government be sure-footed about what they intend to do, and give our military the marching order to take care of some of these people. I think that's the only way out.
Moses, do you know the implication of America, a foreign power coming into your country?
That's actually what I want to
do you know the implication that tomorrow you call yourself a giant of Africa? So what are you giant of?
We don't know how many they are.
Whether they are one, whether they are one.
It's for security purposes.
Whether they are one,
if you look at
it is an insult, an embarrassment of the highest order.
The report here, we also told that Defense Minister Christopher Musa confirmed that a team was working in Nigeria. That's a U.S. team. Was working in Nigeria, but did not provide further details.
So the
Nigerians are asking for is, how many are they? In what capacity?
That one is,
are they here to provide intelligence, observe and provide intelligence, or are they here to execute? By execute, I mean carry out, action. So we are not told the capacity in which Nigeria is working with the U.S.
So guys, the level of insecurity happening in Nigeria has proven that we have no government in place. I mean, Nigeria has no government in place. You are meant to protect yourself as a citizen of this country. What a failure. If it was in a country that works, Tinubu is supposed to have been impeached. But guess what? Akpabio and Co will never want to impeach Tinubu because all of them are in the same. Now, in case you don't know, the Akpabio-led Senate has rejected the bill.
I called the man, that is the spokesman that is not the battlefield. I called him, I put him on the speaker, and he told them that this
real-time transmission of election results is
even as a media outfit,
so all the money they spent in the name of Viva, all those things were scams. Now we get to know that those things were purely scams. So guys, this is what we are seeing in Nigeria. It's really so sad that this country has gone down beyond what Nigerians can imagine. Now, in case you don't know, terrorists were in Kwara State. They went to Kwara State, they spied as many as they could. Can you imagine terrorists spying more than 100 persons? 162 people were executed in Kwara State. So guys, things are not working in this country. And that is why every Nigerian, it is in your hand to take back your country. Don't wait for the APC because they have nothing, no good plan for the people. You can imagine this level of insecurity. Now, this headline is saying, growing insecurity and terrorism under Tinubu's administration, nearly 170 persons spied by gunmen in Nigeria, Kwara State, according to state officials. Al Jazeera has also reported the news of the insecurity bedeviling Nigeria. Now, let's see how some people have reacted. Bola Tinubu emerges as the third most corrupt person in the world. That's what this person posted here, and he said, 170 gruesomely murdered in less than 24 hours. And at what point does the drug lord resigns? At what point does the drug lord resigns? And this other person here says, this is heartbreaking and deeply alarming. Losing nearly 170 lives like this shows how serious the security crisis has become. People deserve safety. Accountability from leadership is more urgent than ever. So guys, and this other person here says, my sincere question is, why are you guys calling them gunmen? These are terrorists and armed bandits. You see, now Al Jazeera, they carry the news, Abi. He get another news station for Nigeria, we don't carry him. This person here say, thank you, Al Jazeera. Some of our news media are blind at the moment. And this person say, this dude Raimo fell for the lies of Tinubu government despite believing Nigeria has a partnership with the US to put an end to terrorism. The killing only continued. And this person here said, our insecurity challenges is now being shown all over the world, but APC is busy celebrating the campaigns and the City Boy movement. Okay, and the City Boy movement. Who is the marketing Nigeria now? We or Tinubu? Who can't protect the lives of his people? God. It's just sad how human lives can be this cheap. May God have mercy. Tinubu is not bothered about the insecurity in the country. He is just doing, he just does not care. After all, he did not create it. He is only interested in being re-elected so he can continue his useless presidency. I think it's what we deserve in this country. So guys, this is it. This person say, hi, as Tinubu is disgracing our nation. Inside job from more contracts. And this person here, traveler president who know where in day now, 3 days in Nigeria, 2 days, 2 months in France. Another person say, it's heartbreaking to see such violence escalate. When we need effective solution and unity more than ever to tackle this issue. And this other person here said, any state Fulani are more in number, always experience continuous terrorist attacks, cause people from Sahel. And this other person here say, like, this is crazy, man. What the fuck is going on, man? And another person here says, Sunday Igboho, you are needed. Tinubu don't buy on a conscience. See, as they are killing your people. If Sunday day, it no go happen. The governor of Kwara State should be impeached. 170 plus persons, blood are on his hand already. Enough is enough. He's incompetent. So Ribadu told you people that he has sent forest guards. That's the outcome of the forest guard. And this person here say his people only care about the next election, gunmen or Islamic terrorists. Human lives is just nothing in Nigeria. So sad. And this person here said, disgrace shithole. Calling on America to come and help Nigeria. This person, they want to change the narrative to Muslim killed. I say, I keep saying it, Tinubu may not be a Yoruba man, okay? This person saying Tinubu might not be a Yoruba man. Then go say na AI soon, chai. So guys, this is heartbreaking. Al Jazeera is now the one capturing the news talking about Nigerians being killed. I wonder what the Tinubu's government is actually doing. So guys, let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below as Nigerians keep battling insecurity in the midst of all this. Now, let me just take 1 or 2 more headlines. Okay, Peter Obi has actually reacted to this. And let's see what Peter Obi has to say. Killing in Kwara. We must act now. I'm deeply saddened by the recent attack in Kwara, where gunmen reportedly killed about 150 people in villages, including Wuru, Nuku. Every loss of innocent life is tragic, and these killings represent a major failure for us as a nation. My heartfelt condolences to the families of the victims and the affected communities and the government and people of Kwara. This reoccurring act of violence across our country, now worse than what occurs in some countries at work, underscores the urgent need for us as a nation to declare war on insecurity of lives and properties, to deploy every possible means to end this scourge. That's Peter Obi speaking, and he went ahead to say, I therefore call on the relevant authorities to act swiftly to restore peace, bring the perpetrators to justice, reassure the people of Kwara as well as all Nigerians that their lives matter and must be protected. A new Nigeria is possible. This Peter Obi speaking, and let me just share some of the reactions on that. This is tweet, killing in Kwara, we must act now. So guys, really so pathetic how these people can just come in. It's sad reality that Nigerians are not seriously ready to liberate themselves from criminal organizations parading themselves as leaders in this country. And this other person here reacted and said, the Nigerian Senate has rejected real-time e-transmission of election results. You see, all their own is to rig, Akbabio, Kai, Baba God. At least, okay, death toll hit 75 as victims are buried following Kwara attack. At least 75 residents have been buried following the deadly attack in Woro community. Only in Woro, but now I think they also went to another community. And this person said, when you finally become president in 2027, Tinubu will surely answer for all the atrocities he committed. APC should good. They are incompetent. Should go. APC should go. They are incompetent. The people, people's president, let there be light. Thank you for always standing with the masses, Peter Obi. Please also speak about this electoral reform. There should be compulsory transmission of election result electronically. So guys, this is the problem. When are you taking over as president of this country? So guys, Nigerians are tired of what we are seeing. Bola Tinubu condemned Jonathan's emergency order in Borno, Yobe over Boko Haram as illegal and diabolic. Can you imagine? When Jonathan declared emergency in Borno, Bola Tinubu spoke against it, you know? So guys, this is what we are seeing in this country. Can never be better than this. Anyway, let me know what you think. This person has said, let everyone listen to this root cause. Who will pay the bat? Lest we forget the action and inaction of the ruling party and their leaders are at the heart of the persecution and genocide. As why is there zero prosecution of these armed bandits and terrorists? Why are the misplaced or the displaced not being resettled? Then he attached a video here which I'm going to play. These are some of the reactions coming from Nigerians. It's really so sad that we are experiencing all this. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification for more. Thank you.